Lapis.
And again, this will be a noisy Chicago Stadium crowd tonight. Bob Myers, the referee. The linesmen are the same, Ron Finn and Bob Hodges. Richard Brodeur has started all the playoff games for the Vancouver Canucks. He has performed brilliantly. He was responsible for the 2-1 triumph in double overtime on Tuesday night. He has a 2.03 goals against average. Murray Bannerman replaces Tony Esposito. Drafted by the Canucks from the Victoria Cougars in 1977, he would certainly like to knock off his former teammates tonight. Lysiak from the faceoff kicks it in, then is checked by Sneps. Lysiak loses his glove in the process. The puck is cleared around the boards, and Lysiak races back after it into his own zone. Back for Fox. Fox is bodied in the corner. Smil kicks it around to the other side. Sharply picks it up along the boards to Lysiak. Rink wide, too far for Bully. Lindgren dumps it out. Fox steps into Smil. The puck slides back into the Chicago zone. It's dumped to center ice. Lysiak loses his stick. He's bumped by Smil along the boards. They fight for it there and finally force a faceoff. Bob Pulford sends out the Ruskowski line. Immediately, Williams and Miner head to the bench as Vancouver makes the change. Here's a chance for Mulvey again. Shoots! Wide! Twice now, Mulvey and Preston have broken in 2-on-1. Penalty coming up against the Vancouver Canucks. 13 seconds left in the penalty to Jim Nill, who was the overtime hero in Game 1. Rich Preston played WHA hockey with Houston and Winnipeg before coming to the Blackhawks. Underwent knee surgery a year ago. Graduate of the University of Colorado.
Now, Preston was very instrumental in setting up the first Blackhawk goal to Ruskowski. He worked so hard in the corner and fed it to Ruskowski, who got an easy goal.
Wilson with the great shot. Puck loose in front. Preston fired it wide. Kept in by Bannerman. And the play is whistled down. Another penalty coming up.
Well, now the Canucks certainly have their work cut out for them. A 2-man advantage for only 7 seconds, and then Jim Nill will return to the ice.
Back to Savard. Savard for Lysiak. Back to Savard. Slap shot. And it hit Hallward. Lysiak with a drive. It's wide. Picked up in the corner by Bully. Nill is back in the ice. Wilson at the line to the other side. Murray with a drive. It's deflected. Picked up and brought out by the Canucks, Jim Nill. Good pressure again, Gary, by the Hawks on the power play.
You know, it must be getting very frustrating for Chicago. They're certainly getting the good scoring chances in Game 1. 17 shots in the first period. Only 1 goal, and here we are again. They're getting all kinds of chances, just can't get the puck in the net.
Murray slaps it. It's deflected in front. The puck is loose. Bully couldn't get his stick on it. Savard attempted to deflect it in front of the net, and it's cleared with 1:12 left in the penalty to Campbell.
Gets a little tough in front of that net. I mean, guys are getting knocked down. Sneps a good check.
Savard had moved in across the line offside. Bully had to wait. He lost it there to Gradine. Gradine brings it in across the Chicago line, fighting for it along the boards, and finally forcing a face-off with 54 seconds left in the penalty to Campbell. 26 seconds left in the penalty. Wilson with a drive. The puck at the side of the net. Ruskowski was trying to knock it out front, and he was tied up by Sneps. Along the boards, Preston trying to dig it out. Ruskowski is in there. So is Mulvey. Preston gets it. Back to the line, and Murray, not anticipating that pass out, was unable to control it. Now Wilson with 5 seconds left. Gets it into Preston. Preston tried to center it. Knocked down by Sneps. To the line. Kept in by Wilson. A drive deflected wide. At the side of the net, picked up by Preston. Preston back to the line. The Canucks are back at full strength. Another shot right on, and a save by Bannerman. Another drive, and Bannerman makes yet another save. A shot by Murray, the save. And this time, Wilson's shot goes off Campbell. Sneps picks it up along the boards, not out. Kept in there by Wilson in front of the net. Mulvey on the backhand, couldn't get a good shot away. Miner along the boards, bumps with Feimster. Campbell gets it and dumps it down the ice. Tremendous pressure. Great goaltending again by Brodeur. And we'll show you now the penalty that Colin Campbell drew against Sharpley.
Again, the Blackhawks are applying tremendous pressure. They're penetrating in the Blackhawk zone. Sharpley, an opportunity. Campbell hauled them down, so this will be the third opportunity that the Blackhawks have had on the power play, trying to break this scoreless tie. And you know, it's kind of crazy the way things are working out here. Again, all the pressure, no goals.
Deflection, and Brodeur comes up with the glove save on the drive from the point by Gardner. Bully couldn't get a shot away. Sharpley feeds it back to the line. Murray winds up right on. Bully trying to get his stick on it. He's being tied up. Another drive by Murray goes wide. Sharpley moving right out front. He shoots, he scores!
That line change has paid dividends for the Blackhawks, and also Glenn Sharpley, for one of the few times in this series the Canucks cannot cover up a rebound. As Brodeur goes down, Sharpley gets his own rebound and tucks it to the glove side. But some good work here by Glenn Sharpley as he hangs in there. You notice both defensemen went at Ted Bully in front of the net, and that allowed Sharpley to do it all himself. And the crowd is still hollering and screaming for that individual effort. Actually went right through the legs of Brodeur and into the net. So the Blackhawks, as they did in game one, draw first blood.
1:16 is the time left to face off to the left of Brodeur. Sneps picks it up in the corner. Into the center ice area. Brasser plays it into the Chicago zone. Fox goes back after it. We move into the final minute of this first period. Chicago in front, 1-0. Secord goes back to the net, trying to center it. Sneps comes up with the puck and plays it ahead to Moline. In across the line with Miner. Moline takes the shot. He's spun around. There's a penalty coming up against the Blackhawks. Comes back to the line. Bellin with a drive. Bannerman makes the save. Boldarev has it stolen away. It's dumped down the ice, and that will end period one. And the Chicago Blackhawks, to a thunderous ovation from a capacity crowd, head to the dressing room with the lead for the first time in this series. Harry, you may also lead the league in one-liners and quotes during the course of the season. Feel free at any time to interject some of that humor that you are noted for.
The 19-6 against takes a lot of them away from you.
Bellin goes back into his own zone. The Canucks still with the man advantage. 1:09 remaining in the penalty to Fox. Moline. Long shot into the corner. Rhoda tried to pick it up off the board. Boldarev got it and got a shot away. Bannerman made the save, and Patterson brings it back. Richard Brodeur, as he does with almost every stoppage in play, Harry, taking a bit of a skate. He indicated that's something he's been doing all season.
Yeah, he's done that for a while. It says he relaxes them, and it keeps them moving. Kind of an interesting habit.
It's a habit, I believe, that he developed after an injury when he was playing in the World Hockey Association with Quebec. He used to skate around to keep his leg loose. Out front, the Hawks have it, and it's just fired wide by Moline. What a great chance by Moline, as that puck came out front, and Moline had an open net and fired it wide. Williams with a long drive, gloved by Bannerman. Now it's Vancouver's turn to apply some pressure, although Savard breaks out. Savard with Higgins. Started to wind up, and Miner checked the puck away from him.
The fans are yelling, but Harry, that was a pretty good defensive play by Miner. Come back and strip the puck from Savard.
It sure was, and Savard's got to realize that he's a superstar, and he's going to get that kind of attention.
Bellin back in his own zone for Smeel. Racing in after it is Feimster. Played up along the boards. Kept in by Smeel in off his stick into the center ice area. Savard is not trying. Long drive and the save by Bannerman off Eldebrink as the fans react with Savard being dumped in the center ice area. Now Fox for Savard to Secor. Slap shot. It's off the glass wide. Racing back is Smeel for Gradine. He runs into the check from Secord. It goes loose in the corner. Fraser tried to center it. It's cleared by Bannerman. It goes to the other side. Wilson along the boards and down the ice. 13:32 is the time remaining in period 2. 1-0. The Blackhawks in front. Back to the line. Murray with a shot. That was just wide. Penalty coming up as Ted Bully was upended by Thomas Gradine. Vassar moves into the circle against Ruskowski. It's cleared down the ice by Nil. Gardner is back playing the point on the power play. Crossman not dressed tonight for Chicago. He had been playing the point in game 1. Ruskowski, he's checked by Nil. The puck goes loose. Gardner in across the line for Preston. Preston gives it back to Gardner. To Preston. The Hawks trying to set something up. Over to Keith Brown. Brown slaps it. Knocked down in front of the net. Another drive. That's deflected high. And it's cleared off the glass and down the ice.
Well, one thing that the Blackhawks are still doing, they're setting up more people in front of Brodeur, but he still seems to be able to find that puck through the screen.
Yeah, they're putting 2 men in front tonight instead of the 1.
Gardner working to the corner. Savard also races in. The puck is loose, and it's kept in. Secord managed to keep it in. Now Gardner over to Secord. Secord back to the point for Brown. Brown slaps it. It hit the side of the net. Savard out front. Gardner fanned on his shot. Eldebrink covering up on the play, and the puck is underneath him. Feimster gets away from Gradine. Works to the corner, tried to center it. It went off Gradine, back of the goal. Sharply played it around the boards for Lysiak. He's tied up by Hallward. The puck comes up along the boards for Feimster. The team's back at full strength. Now Lysiak bumps in the corner, gets it to Sharply, back to the line for Feimster. Slap shot, score!
Now for the first time in the series of the Canucks and the Blackhawks, a 2-goal difference as Feimster from the top of the circle, again a straight shot to the glove side.
Gradine into the circle against Lysiak. The Hawks gain possession. Sharply shooting it into the Vancouver zone. Roger plays it back of the net for Sneps, trying to get away from Sharply. It's dumped up along the boards, and racing back for Chicago is Wilson. Rink wide for Lysiak. Lysiak's pass knocked down in the center ice area by Fraser. We move into the final minute of this second period. Fraser taken in against the boards by Wilson, still manages to get it free. Back to the line. Bellin with a drive. Knocked down by Bannerman, and he hangs on. And there's some shoving going on in front of the Chicago goal as the Canucks attempt to get at that puck. And the Hawk defenders try to prevent them from doing that, but Murray Bannerman has the puck.
Bannerman's been sharp. He stopped 3 or 4 good screen shots this period.
This series will shift to the Pacific Coliseum in Vancouver. The Islanders and Nordiques travel to Le Coliseum in Quebec City. We advise you to check your local listings for the game to be televised in your area. The Hawks move out of their own zone. Lead pass too far for Sharply. Roger plays it up along the boards, kept in by Feimster. Sharply is taken out of the play in the corner. Eldebrink races after it, and he plays it down the ice. This will produce an icing call as Fox goes back to touch it. Step down the ice. A race for it. Smil gets there first. Up along the boards. Into the center ice area. Smil for Vancouver. Long drive, scores! From the blue line, and the Vancouver Canucks are right back in it.
I had to kind of snicker to myself because from the truck, our director, Larry Brown, said, let's have a look at Stan Smil 1 second prior to Smil unloading a slap shot and catching the corner. He picked up the puck right inside his own zone, and from the blue line, a zinger right on the glove side of Bannerman. And there you go. There's a good example of the Canucks being within reach. Now they're only 1 goal behind.
Here's a chance now for Savard. Working against Campbell. A slap shot, and Campbell got his stick in front of it. In the corner, Higgins for Savard. Savard trying to get away. Gets loose in front. A shot and a save. He gets it again. Cutting out in front of the goal. He scores!
Very big goal for the Chicago Blackhawks, supplied by Savard. It's amazing how he can turn on a dime, but just prior to scoring that, he was able to spin away from his check. Look at that good body control. Takes a short cut in front and slides to the far corner, beating Brodeur. Gets away from Moline, and that goal gives the Blackhawks a 3-1 lead. I want to throw a name at you. I played golf with Stan Mikita at his club yesterday. How about Stan Mikita as a possible coach? He showed interest when I mentioned to him, would you like to get back in hockey? And he said, if the right deal or the right situation came about, I wouldn't leave Chicago. I would want to stay here.
Out front to Smil, a quick shot. The puck loose. They jam away, and it's cleared by the Hawks. Bellin gets it, his drive, and Bannerman makes the save. He's knocked into the net. The red light goes on. Is it a goal?
The whistle had gone. Linesman Hodges had blown his whistle. But of course, with the crowd hollering and screaming, the players just can't hear that whistle go.
Bannerman was upset. He had gone back of the goal to challenge Smil. Now Sneps is involved. He and Fox were exchanging words. Peter Marsh.
That's quite a
Sneps back.
Quite a picture there. The glove is in the net, and also the puck is behind the goal crease, and the red light was on.
Well, Bannerman took quite a pounding there. And Peter Marsh might take a bit of a pounding if Sneps ever gets that hand free. Well, Bob Myers is going to call more penalties with 4:33 remaining. Bob Myers over at the timekeeper's bench attempting to straighten things out. The penalties that have been assessed, minors so far to Fraser and Sneps of the Canucks and goaltender Murray Bannerman of the Chicago Blackhawks. 4 minutes remaining in the hockey game. Thomas Gradin trying to split the defense, and the loose puck picked up now by Savard. The sophomore in across the line, he hits the goalpost. Back to the point for Murray. Murray in front, Lysiak, Savard scores!
Savard had just taken a tremendous hit by Lars Lindgren, and he was able to bounce up, get on his feet again, and Lysiak set him up with a perfect pass for a power play goal. Here's Murray, that neat little pass to Lysiak. Now, I don't know how Lysiak saw Savard, but he did, and in one motion was able to put that puck past Richard Brodeur into the net. And, you know, this is only the second time in the playoffs that Brodeur has allowed more than 3 goals. He allowed 4 Kings in one game, and now 4 against the Blackhawks.
I think we may have another penalty coming up as well. Referee Myers has skated over to the timekeeper's bench again. Oh, look at this. Roger Neilson has a towel. He's waving the white flag. And I think that may have resulted in Myers reacting. Players sitting on the bench now holding up those towels. I've never seen that before. Not on a hockey rink anyway. Roger Neilson is being ejected from the game. Roger Neilson is heading toward the dressing room to a chorus of boos. He gets an appreciative pat from his goaltender, Richard Brodeur.
Is also leaving the ice area. I believe he got a misconduct.
Well, it appears as though Miner also drew a misconduct. Jerry Miner and Tiger Williams, they were also holding the towels up in their sticks at the Vancouver bench. 16 seconds left in the penalty. 1:50 remaining in the hockey game. This series, now we've got center ice scrap, Higgins and nil. Well, this one has certainly deteriorated in the latter stages. Tim Higgins and Jim Nill. And Nill will be going to the dressing room.
And both players very cooperative. Once the fight was broken up, just head right to the dressing room and down the steps for an early shower.
That's 4 of them down in the dressing room now, 3 with misconduct. And the fighting major to Nill comes to Hallward as the siren sounds to end the hockey game. The Vancouver Canucks losing by a score of 4-1 to the Chicago Blackhawks after winning the series opener 2-1 in double overtime.
Well, the Blackhawks were certainly the better hockey club tonight. They started off very quickly, kept applying the pressure, and were deserving of the win.
This is Stanley Cup 82 from Chicago Stadium.